Okay, here we go. Good morning, everybody. Hello, I'm Claudia Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I'm back. I had a sty on my eye and too much coffee. 2 cafes off. It was really nice. It was really nice to have 4 days off to myself. I enjoyed that. And I went to the hospital yesterday for my blood pressure checkup, and it was good, 124/79. That's with 4 days no work, 4 days no training. And I'm like, okay, well, things need to change then. So things need to change, I'm afraid. I can't be working so much, especially so early in the morning. This is going to be the last one that's on at this time. I'm going to shift it to 8 o'clock and do less videos because I'm getting worn out and it's making my blood pressure high. You know, the rushing, the so much to do all the time. So, hello, Maria. So, next one will be at 8 o'clock, 1 hour later on Friday. I'll still try and do them 3 days a week. I'm just going to slow right down because that is a significant drop in blood pressure to normal again. The doctor said, you're normal again. You're like a normal person. Okay. Well, quitting work completely isn't feasible because I still need the money coming in, but I can tone it down and I can certainly train less as well. So that's good. Let's get in some cards. So I don't know what I'm going to do now because, you know, twin flames. I don't believe in them anymore. Hey, Sue. I don't believe in them anymore. I believe that this concept is dysfunctional relationships, as I first believed when I first heard about them, before I had the experience, which was a dysfunctional relationship experience, not even a relationship, a non-relationship thing. And just because it matched the kind of readings and what I was getting through as well, I thought, you know, maybe there's something in there. The guides seem to take me down that path, perhaps to experience. No, this is like extreme dysfunction, messed up. To relax, my brain doesn't work. An avoidant attachment style, which is the twin flame, you know, along with an anxious attachment type, which is us, whoever's watching these twin flame videos. So let's see what the guides want to tell us anyway. I will continue channeling, of course, because there's a way forward from here. There's healthy relationships. Getting myself into one now. It's very interesting. So after I had too much coffee, not too much coffee, I had 1 cup of coffee with a friend, but I haven't had caffeinated coffee for a very long time. And I'd even stopped having the decaf calf mix that I was having at home for a couple of weeks at least. And I had that coffee thinking, the occasional coffee won't do me any harm. Oh my God, I was so wired. I was just like buzzing. I went to training in the afternoon after I'd had it. Didn't eat after it either. Couldn't. I had no appetite. Went to training thinking I hope that this burns off all of this energy that I've got and so that I can sleep. Had all my sleep stuff and everything, but still I couldn't sleep right after it. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll stay well clear from coffee now. I'm obviously very sensitive to it. And I knew I was. When I first started drinking it, I was very sensitive to it. But I think I just kind of picked it up as a habit when I was drinking, you know, like drinking alcohol and then the next morning drinking coffee, and that old game of managing yourself because you're doing the wrong thing, both sides of the sleep equation. So yeah, I can't do that anymore. But then I had a sty on my eye and oh, it got really big and it was so sore as well. It's been so windy here, so windy that I couldn't even go outside. I couldn't even take my stuff to the bins without holding my hand over my eye because the wind was really aggravating it. But that all drained 2 days ago in the morning. And then, yeah, yesterday was a good day. I've been so relaxed. I'm really enjoying it. So it's definitely time to... Anyway, so after my coffee and after reading that book that I was telling you all about, I decided to put myself out there dating. And so I went on Facebook dating and it made me feel sick. Oh, God, it was horrendous. Do I really want to see just like a parade of really ugly men? No, I don't. Facebook, it doesn't let you be picky. Facebook dating doesn't let you be picky. It doesn't, you can't like narrow it down to a certain location or anything like that. It's just showing all of me, and it honestly made me feel nauseous. I'm like, after this, no way. Put myself on Tinder. Had a much better experience on Tinder. Most of them slow swiping left and all of that. It's been many years since I've been on there. But it was a better experience, because the island's quieter at the moment. So I was swiping left to a lot of them. Swipe right to maybe about 3 or 4. And the first one connected with me right away. And we're still talking now, and I really like him. But he's in the US at the moment. So there we go. That's him. We're getting to know each other. But it's difficult because we've got 12 hours difference at the moment. So it's like sleep tag team. And he's been having surgeries and stuff. So not always been available. That's where I'm at. Where are you guys at? Let's get some cards out. If anyone wants a mini read, check out that pinned comment. The comment that's pinned up top of the live chat. Tells you how to get one. It's by donation. There's a PayPal link in that pinned comment for your donations. You can also use Super Chat, Super Sticker here on YouTube as well if you want to, if that's easier for you. After you've done your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your question, start of your comment with your question in. Now, your question can be specific. It can be yes or no answer. Or it can be vague, fluffy. I don't know what you'd call that. Like in high self-guidance or whatever, or guidance for your love life, something like that. Whatever you want. Ask whatever you want. I can really channel anything. So what do the guides want to talk to us about in light of all of these revelations? The Wheel of Fortune. It's time to get lucky. What I have noticed is I'm being cautious as I'm getting to know this guy. There's not been anyone else that I've wanted to get to know. I started chatting with a couple of the others of them, but they were just bored. They couldn't hold down a conversation or anything. Whereas this guy, yes. And we've got so much in common too. So much. So, but in the light of all of this, I've been really careful about noticing the signs, because I know from previous experiences in relationships that people show you who they are right away, right? And so one worry that I've got with him is the last 2 days, and indeed last week too, if he's got something going on, like his surgery, if he's not feeling good, he shuts down. Not particularly good for a relationship. That is I get why people do it. They just sort themselves out and then come back, right? But it's not so good for a relationship when someone draws away when they've got pain and stuff like that, instead of talking to someone else about it. I get that you wouldn't want to be on your phone chatting away as if you were good, but just to let someone know that's what you're going through. But anyway, so that's the first thing. But I will address that with him. And I have been outspoken about it too, about my feelings, about what I expect and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of enjoying this process and learning more, I guess. So he's going to come back on the 16th of January. I've got a dentist appointment on his island on the 2nd of February, so I'll be going across then. He's going to come here before that, and so it's going to be kind of nice, I think. Switching islands, spending time with him. We'll see how it goes anyway when he comes over. Wheel of Fortune. Someone else around you. Not jumping into anything yet. Yeah, and when he said, damn, I've just gone to the States to have surgery and spend the holidays and stuff, it's kind of good to get to know each other at a distance like that. And kind of good that he's on another island as well, to get to know each other at a distance like that when he comes back. And I think it's good to take it slowly, Maria, and really notice our patterns and stuff like that. Got a skeleton here, shackled to that Wheel of Fortune that keeps on spinning. Now, I just got this. The wheel keeps on spinning like a spiral, and when it goes upside down, it turns your stomach over. There's times that are worrying. There's times that your stomach kind of hits the floor, and then there's times that you feel great, and this is going to continue because the wheel keeps on spinning. So there's more lessons to learn as far as relationships go. Now, I believe that the twin flame predicament illusion is a hard lesson, and a hard lesson that's made worse, in my opinion, by twin flame readings, pretending that it's more than it is. We overcommit as it is without, and it's not just like my readings that were telling me that that person was my twin flame. I'd got readings from other people too, and they'd said that. Two of them had said it, and so like I fully believed it. But having taken a step away from it, and I've blocked him now too, it was really dysfunctional. Really dysfunctional. So many signs that it was dysfunctional too. And although we can love when we are anxious attached, when we are survivors of trauma and abuse and stuff like that, and the hard things that we've been through, although we can love, we shouldn't necessarily do it. Some of us are just too good at loving no matter what. We've got the Seven of Candles. I need to protect ourselves now. So there's a need to be wary, right? But this is saying, the Wheel of Fortune is saying, I definitely got that feeling of your stomach turns upside down. And that's going to happen, right? Because getting into relationships, no matter how carefully we take it, there's stuff that happens when two people are relating to each other. There is stuff that happens, and you get triggered by it, right? And your stomach turns upside down. That is still going to happen. You can't protect yourself from that stuff, but what you can do is be careful, not ignore that stuff. Definitely not ignore that stuff. It's interesting. I'm reading another book right now, and it's called The Body Keeps Score, about PTSD, and I really needed to read this. I read a lot of it yesterday because I've got PTSD, and I keep a handle on it most of the time, but there's still the nighttime stuff that comes up. There's the flashbacks they are, and yeah, I'm asleep. So even though I can deal, and I've learned to calm myself and soothe myself in the daytime when I'm conscious, when I'm asleep, no, it still comes up. So it's always going to be with me, childhood abuse. Your nervous system is developed at that time, so that's it. That's all you can do. So although we can't protect ourselves from everything, is what this is saying, we can get smarter. We can get smarter, and we can learn from the lessons instead of repeating them. In other words, we don't go from one pretend twin flame to the next one. We wise up and we do better. It's a process. Relationships are a process, not finding the one. It's a process of choosing someone who you would like to create something with. Choosing as best as you can. And then the process of relating with that person and yes, protecting yourself, but just learning from the lessons, We've got the world here. Something needs to change, right? There needs to be an end of a cycle. An end of an end of a cycle. You know what? I've not even been listening to readings either. And that feels way healthier to me. I just haven't needed to. I haven't needed to because I'm like actually relating to a person. Don't need to guess. I don't need to guess because it's talking to me. I haven't even pulled any cards on him, hey? How about that? I've not even pulled any cards on him. So there does seem to be like at the end of a chapter in us here. You might be surprised at how much you change. You know how like those divine feminine, divine masculine readings are saying like the divine masculine is catching up? No. It's like, well, maybe, but we've got a lot of changes going on, or there's a lot of change required within us to have these healthy, functional relationships. Still, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. And I'm feeling like, especially after going to the hospital, I was so delighted yesterday with my normal blood pressure that, and I went for a massage after it, and I was thinking to myself, well, this just means, yeah, my lifestyle does need to change, not so much training. I didn't realize it was harming me. You see, there's 4 things that have changed since 2 weeks ago when I still had high blood pressure. 4 things. One of them is I didn't work for 4 days. I didn't work for 4 days, and which is only really 2 days off, but in a run like that, that's really good. Yeah, there was a little bit of pain with my sty, but the time before that I'd have had time off was a dentist. I've just been go, go, go. I've been running around, always that rushed feeling. And I didn't have that over the last few days. I got a lot of clarity from it. It just all came at perfect timing. So there's that not working. There's the not training as well. Obviously, I shouldn't train as much. My blood pressure will come down. I know your blood pressure goes up when you're training, but I thought it was like, it's meant to be good for you, right? It's meant to bring it down in the long term, but because I'm training every day, I guess it's never coming down. Anyway. Third thing was I blocked the one that I thought was my twin flame. Because I just don't want to hear any of it anymore, and I don't want him to have access to me. I've not bumped into him or anything, not gone past him. I've manifested that too. It's like I just don't want to have anything to do. And I feel my nervous system calming down. I'm like, wow. I knew that it was stressing me out, going there, interacting. It was stressing me out. I started to get angry about it when I was losing my sleep. Not because of that. I was losing my sleep because of the menopause stuff, but it was getting to me. It's like, well, if it's getting to me, if I can't control it because of the lack of sleep, and it makes me angry. It's doing that to me all the time, and I'm going there every day. It's like, no. So I felt so much better in the weeks that I haven't been going there anymore. And it's a pain in the ass because, him kind of stalking me, following me there and working there. That's where I went every day, and that was my friend group now, and now it's his, It's kind of taking that from me, asshole. But there you go. I made my choices. Looking back, I should never have added him on Facebook, but I didn't know it was going to go that way. Plenty of signs, though, and I guess I should have withdrawn. I could have withdrawn earlier, but I guess I needed to go through that whole experience. So that was number 3, blocking him. What was the 4th one? The 4th one was something. Can't remember. Got the Queen of Candles, really shining. Very attractive right now. Very attractive right now. So you've got this pull towards you. Oh, someone else got in touch last night as well. Out of the blue. The amazing guy that I met on Tinder years ago. The one that made me believe, it's okay for me to shine and all that kind of stuff. He got in touch last night. He sent a message to me on my business Facebook page, which I realized it was just coming through from Instagram. But wow, very attractive right now. Pulling all kinds of energies towards us right now, feminines. Hi, Michelle. So the Queen of Candles. It's certainly go time, and I'm feeling like, I don't know, I might do like year ahead readings for each sign, because I'm interested in what's going to happen this next year. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for him coming back and starting dating and all of that. Oh, it's so great. He's a really outdoorsy person. We both like sailing and kayaking. He rides around on a bicycle all the time too. He doesn't like scooters. And we just got so much in common. It's going to be so much fun. And he's retired. It's my time to enjoy myself. And we've got the Five of Candles here. The Five of Candles is about competition. Yes. Other people around you might not be. See this, the World card, how you'll be changing. You'll be changing from the clarity to realizing that things need to change, end of cycles, and getting very attractive. So things that are coming through at the moment in your life, notice them. Notice what's going on at the moment. In my interaction with the one that got in touch with me last night, I wasn't impressed. Hey, I've just got a huge ego. And he just talks about work. You see, I was impressed by that a few years ago. Not the fragile ego part of it, but he showed it straight away again, his huge ego. It's like, you know what? I don't want that. I don't want that. Hey, Mandy, you got to catch me. I didn't do the last two. And the time is changing, everybody. As of Friday to an hour later, 8 o'clock it's going to be, because I don't want to get up that early anymore. I've got to prioritize my health now. After having a few days off, my blood pressure is normal, 124/79. After I got my arm out of the thing, I was like, yes, yeah, at last. But of course, I don't want to go back to the way that I was, and for it to go back up again. So it was me that was doing it to myself. Holy crap. Running around and rushing around, training, and all the stuff that I was doing. I did feel rushed, and I don't feel it now. And I don't want to get back to that feeling. Friend on Facebook that I went to uni with, been my friend for many, long years, many years. He's got high blood pressure too. We've been kind of going through it together. I'm saying, like, to be on a tropical island and to be run frantic is just the wrong, isn't it? It's just wrong. Yeah, it is. It's time to look after me, right? And I have been looking after myself, but I've been extreme. Oh my God. And that's what the body keeps score about post-traumatic, about trauma and about post-traumatic stress disorder. He talks about, yeah, you'll train too much. Well, first of all, you'll drink too much. You know, all the stuff that I've been doing, too much of something, pouring that energy into too much of something, being in control of something, you know, in control of yourself. Lucky for me, and it's never been with food or anything like that. You know, people can get bulimia and stuff like that. But yeah, sure, with the drinking and just extremes and stuff. So it's like, okay, the training thing is, and I'd had clues about that too, because when I was at a party with a friend of mine that was living here, she was training twice a day with me too, which I thought was great. And I asked her at the party, what were we talking about? We were talking about the kinds of people that do certain things. And I said, so what kind of people do Muay Thai then? She said, people that have had alcoholics, people that have had trouble with drugs and alcohol, she said. But I know better than that, you see, because the people that have trouble with drugs and alcohol are the ones with trauma. So it's like, okay, the traumatized ones do it. So the clues were there. Then she really made me think a lot after she said that. It's taking a step back from that and going easy on myself, which I know you've got to do when you're in menopause too. Body can't take that much. Don't need to push myself anymore. The Five of Candles. Competition. Chat disconnected. Connected. Might have been a glitch then. The Six of Presents. Reciprocation. And the guides were right, you know. You know when the guide said, oh, and they'll ask you out on a date straight away, and they'll get back to you straight away, and they'll message you in the morning and at night, and all of that kind of stuff that the guide said. Yep, that's what it's doing. Well, apart from the last 2 days, because there's been an issue with the servers on Tinder, and he is a self-proclaimed dinosaur. He's not on any social media or anything like that. I've got his phone number now, but I think he must have a really old iPhone that's not supported anymore, because the iMessages aren't free between them. I know, the messages, I get a notification from Tinder saying, he has messaged you. And I go on it and there's no message there. So they're just not coming through. It's been frustrating. Who's trying? Six of Presents, the card of reciprocation. It says waiting until reciprocation comes through. It's like noticing who's reciprocating and who's not. Who is investing and who's not. That investment is important. Don't invest in those that aren't investing in you. Wait for the investment to come through. The Hierophant, wow, and commitment. You said this morning, maybe we should just wait until I get back if this is frustrating. And it is frustrating. The lack of communication is frustrating. The time difference is frustrating. But anyway, I'm going to video call him tonight for the first time. Maybe it won't be so frustrating when we get that kind of stuff going on. The Hierophant, commitment. Being committed to something, choosing something, being committed to it. Once you find the reciprocation. And I said to him, like, how? I said to him, like, I'd literally only just gone on Tinder and you matched me straight away. It was like within the first 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. The first one that matched. How lucky is that? I managed to dodge it. And then I was like, universe, what are you doing here? I can't be that lucky. There's got to be more lessons here. The Hanged Man, you might change your mind. You might flip-flop around, changing your mind. Nine of Candles, as there's things to heal, right? Yeah, that is that the Wheel of Fortune, the stomach churning flip-flop kind of thing, getting triggered. I've noticed I've been getting triggered during this process. I've been getting triggered. The old little voice in the head that goes, oh, they're not messaging because of this. You know, it's your fault. You've done something wrong or something like that, you know. Just that doubt kicks in and I've not done anything. Like, gets in touch is like, no, I was in hospital. I was under general anesthetic. Of course, he's a boxer and he's broken his nose many times over the years because of it. And he had problems with it. And so he's had sinus surgery, nose surgery. And he went back in last week and he went back in 2 days ago to have splints out. Yesterday? 2 days ago. 1.5 days ago, whatever. Different time zone. So I have been triggered. You're going to get triggered. You get to heal things. I wonder if that's why the slowness. Yeah, so expect yourself to change your mind through your process as someone comes in and you get to experience this process. Because that's what I'm being told now, is it's all a process. Relationships are a process. And it's not about finding the right one that's not going to give you any aggravation. They're all going to give you aggravation because the aggravation is within us. The triggers are within us, right? Anyone want a mini read? Get your donations in. Ooh, what have we got here? Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is an aha, aha. Look, I did my index finger with gel. The other ones are kind of growing out. I got a lot of space, but the index finger, I did it again on both sides because they both were lifting. I did a good job. I'm proud of myself. I've been watching the videos. That's the first time I've done like 2 nails at the same time. I did this nail before, but I did it really badly and kind of wrecked the nail underneath as well. I know better now, and I did better this time. When you know better, you do better. Interesting. When you know better, you do better. Aha. Personal ahas. Part of your healing process, especially around relationships. 2 of Cups. The love offer comes in. It was a hell yes from me. when the love offer came in. And it came in straight away too. Easy. An easy choice. It comes after an aha. A personal aha. Perhaps like I just had, you've all like witnessed me having it last week, right? About the false twin flame. Whole concept. I'm not even getting it's just mine that was false. I'm getting the whole concept is false. And that attachment style book, whatever it's called, Attached. Anyone in here read it? Reading it? I know quite a few of you are. Maybe not that are in here now, but quite a few of my customers are, and viewers, watchers, subscribers, and getting ahas from it too. You can get a love offer after you get that aha. So doing that work on yourselves. Now is not the time to be focused on the externals. It's time to focus on the internals. Be learning about yourself. A love offer is going to come from it, and then it's a process. King of Pentacles, the stable one. The one that's got his shit together. So nice. There was one like it's in our little chats. It's just match on so many things. It's ridiculous. He used to be a boat captain. Retired because he had an accident, which has still got some injuries from. Or not disability, it's just still some pain from it. Let's put it that way. But yeah, he's stable. Anyway, matching on everything that was said. It's like, oh my God, me too. Like, he's lived on lots of islands as well. It's like, I'm definitely an island person. So, like, yeah, me too. And then, what was he saying? Oh yeah, I was thinking, he's living by the beach on that island. And I was saying, like, I've moved up the hill a little bit away from the beach. And he said he's thinking of doing the same. He found a place. And he said he found a place where someone picked him to the post and got the rental. And he said he just wants something like simple and cheap. And I'm like, oh no, we're not compatible. I don't like simple and cheap. I like luxury and expensive. And it's like, well, don't get me wrong, it'll be a nice place. And he explained the place that he was talking about. And it's about similar to this. It's about similar to this. Similar rent to this. And so it's like, okay, you're not talking cheap and simple then. Thailand cheap and simple is really cheap and simple. Hello, Tarot Destroyer. You're not jumping into anything yet. Yeah, we've got to be cautious, right? Because we know ourselves. And we know, like, what we're likely to, how we're likely to fall and all of that kind of thing. And what I've noticed in myself is, like, not letting things lie, like, and I've been learning this for years now, not letting things lie, just talking about it. That was one thing I couldn't do with that false twin. You just would not talk at all. It's so frustrating because you can't get anything sorted out and you can't get anything off your chest, and it's just talking about it straight away. As soon as I have, like, anything pop up, talking about it straight away. This one, he's responsive to that. The Sun, a lot of happiness. I wonder what this card is though. A lot of happiness. And Three of Wands, but there's waiting. Yeah, there's a slowness about this. The Chariot up the road there, you see? There's a lot of happiness, but still don't rush into it. Keep on walking down that path before you get on the Chariot. The Chariot is the when you go, let's do this. You know, when it's like you jump in, you get in that car and it becomes something else. Three of Wands is saying, like, just wait this out, you know, not waiting for someone. But once you're in that kind of progression of relationship, taking it slowly and waiting it out and hanging on in there. Don't give up. That was a song in my head this morning, Don't Give Up. I got his message and I didn't reply to it this morning, and I'm like, And I just heard that Don't Give Up, Peter Gabriel, was playing in my head. So, okay, I won't give up. I will carry on. stay the course. The Four of Wands. Yeah, solid foundations is the Four of Wands. The solid foundations. Oh, I'm so looking forward to having fun with him. I'm like, I can just picture the lifestyle now when he comes back, of him coming here and staying with me going there. Perhaps when I go to the dentist, I'll be there for a couple of weeks or a week. I don't know, we'll see, but it could be like that. And he's retired, so we're just going to be like kayaking and riding our bikes around. And he's very outdoorsy, like very. I've got to do my scuba. I haven't been scuba diving for a long time, nor has he. And we both need refresher courses. It's like, let's do that together. So we're going to do that on this island. Doesn't know that yet, but I'm going to tell him. We're going to do that on this island with my friend Steve. And go diving together. It's so exciting. I'm going to have such a great time, and it's about time too. I can't wait for him to come back. He's going to have Christmas with his mum first when he's recovered from this surgery, the latest one. He's from Tennessee. But like me, has lived on many islands. Virgin Islands? I don't know, I can't remember the exacts, but yeah, many islands. And then he came 4 years ago to Thailand to chill out and fell in love with these islands. And so stayed, and he's been there for 4 years. What's that? It's been more than 4 years since I've been on Tinder. No, he's been single. He's probably been single about the same time as me. Just over 2 years, and yeah, I decided to start looking again. I'm like, yeah, me too. There's been a lot of me too going on. Thank you, Audra. Anyone else want a mini read? So there's going to be solid foundations in this. You've got to take it slowly. King of Swords, and be real clear on it as well. The King of Swords asks us to have a lot of clarity, to make sure before you move forward that you're clear on things. No more just diving in going, oh, it'll be all right. Or, no brushing things under the carpet, no ignoring stuff. Get really clear on stuff, especially the communication. One more. And a part of me thought, like, especially with that one getting in touch last night as well with his work kind of thing, that would be working with my person, but more and more I'm feeling like it's my time to receive now. I just want to have fun, I want to relax and have fun and receive and not have to work so much. Next up, we've got the Devil, which is about fears. We've got the Ten of Swords, the end of pain, Justice, and the Hanged Man. I thought one more card was coming out. The Devil and the Ten of Swords is the end of all that pain, the pain that you've been putting up with. Like, for me, that is saying, personally for me, it's that not knowing and all of that, with that false twin stuff kind of thing. It's like always having to get it from readings and then never knowing. It was painful and it was really stressing me out. And it's only once, like I said, it's only once I'm out of it that I realised, wow, I'm so much calmer now. I feel so much better now. Justice and the Hanged Man. But you'll be changing your mind. You need to know about this. You're going to be changing your mind, flip-flopping. Your mind's going to be all over the place as you heal. As you heal from what you've been through and as you progress, you're going to be changing your mind a lot. And that's okay. Just be on that path. Be on that path and let that clarity come. Keep on the path to your justice, right? What you truly deserve. Just have that in your sights. What I truly deserve. What I truly deserve. You don't need to decide beforehand who it's going to be and all of that. Just know in your heart what you truly deserve. And then keep on down that path, because the universe is going to show you. it's going to help you out with that. Queen of Candles, you're very attractive right now to what you deserve. But of course, you're going to be attracted to and attractive to what you don't deserve to. So it's really important to be super careful as you move forward. Hey, Laura. Audra, thanks for your donation. And Laura, thank you too. Audra, why did your new guy disappear? Not a disappearing act. I thought mine had. Why did new guy disappear? Got a fluffy hair situation going on. For Audra. Ooh, they were triggered. Jealousy. Yeah, not feeling strong enough. It's horrible when that happens. So, yeah, triggered by jealousy. Perhaps making up stories in their head about you. Or perhaps they misinterpreted something you said or did. Or perhaps even what someone else said or did about you or around you. And feeling weak because of jealousy. So jealousy came up in them and they didn't like that. There is a feeling that they recognize that it's theirs. It's perhaps a flashback from a previous experience in a relationship where they should have been jealous and they were jealous and they really don't like it. So it's got them to back off because they're not feeling strong and courageous. When that jealousy hit them, they're like, oh no, not this again, kind of thing. This is guidance for you. Just stay in the flow. You are love. You deserve to be loved. Yes, you're going to trigger people, and people are going to trigger you too. But stay in that flow, just like I said here, toward what you deserve, kind of thing. I've got a feeling that this one is going to come back once they've sorted that out. But yeah, definitely got triggered into jealousy there. Doing that thing that often men do is pull away to sort stuff out. They don't want to be, for some reason. I guess it's not all of them, but it's a lot of them. They don't want to be in relationship when they're sorting something out. They want to do it themselves and come along as the hero. You know. High self-guidance for you, Laura. Thanks for your donation, Laura. Been hungrier as well. I think maybe when my nervous system has calmed down, my metabolism will settle a bit. It's very difficult to lose weight when you're stressed. I didn't realize how stressed I was. It's shown in my blood pressure. And the doctors weren't telling me the right thing. They were saying, like, carry on exercising. And they're like, are you exercising? Yeah, I couldn't possibly exercise more. They're like, keep that up. I don't know. Laura, you are that up until now. Oh, you're changing. Who you've been up until now is not who you're going to be in the future. And it's not really who you were anyway, is what I'm hearing. Coming into your own now. Shining. You're about to have a glow up. Who you thought you were. It's changing. Me too. I'm really questioning this business now again. I've been through this before though, and it comes back as something else each time. Well, we'll see. Mystery and judgment separates, right? So who you're turning into, you've not got to judge. I'm feeling from this is that who you're turning into now, it's always been a part of you, of course. It's always been like the core of who you are. But a part of you has judged that, like not thinking that you should be that. And that has kept you away from it. And so allow yourself to go forward into this mystery, as in, oh, I'm interested in finding out who I'm becoming now, like that. Hey, Kayla. Hello, Amanda. Yeah, be interested in who you're becoming now. Didn't I do a good job? I'm still waiting on the red to come through. It's not going to come through by Christmas because the ferries are all cancelled because of the winds, the high winds. Just as we're getting into busy season, ferries cancelled. They're back on now. So there'll be like so many tourists coming here. It's meant to be fully booked here. Oh, thanks, Kayla. Pretty, isn't it? I love this one too. Yeah, bad timing for pie wins, but it often happens this time of year. But it means parcels don't go through. And so the beautiful red Christmassy look that I was going to do, part of it's arrived, the powder stuff. I'm getting fancy, but other parts of it haven't, so I'm not going to be able to do it for Christmas. So there. I've been watching a lot of that lady, and she's lovely. I can't remember her name now. Her channel's called Nail Career Education. Nail Career Education. She's such a lovely lady. I could watch her all day long. Just such a delight to watch. And I learned so much from her. Oh my God. I'm getting creative with it. With nails. It takes a long time too. It took me about 2 hours to do those. No, maybe an hour and a half. Like, the taking the old polish off was the worst. I still haven't got the right technique to do that. And I'm getting an e-file, one of those electronic things. Amanda, did you do a donation? I haven't seen it come through. I was just kind of waiting. I'll wait no more and I'll check PayPal. Also, I was trying to multitask when I was doing my nails, but on this keyboard, everything is like Touch ID. So I was like, I'm just using it now with PayPal. Had to keep on taking the clip with my stuff off to put my finger on the keyboard. Oh, Jalara. No donation. It's by donation, Amanda. Oh, here you go. Bonnie. Thank you, Bonnie. What's your question? Check out that pinned comment, Amanda. Comment that's pinned up top of the live chat. Tells you how to get one of the donations. Tells you how to get one of the mini reads. Let's do some more channeling before I get on to you guys. What shall we use? Book of Shadows? No, let's use these. So yeah, as from Friday, this show is going to be an hour later, 8 o'clock. Just so that I can be up at the same time each day, which is about 6:30 instead of 5:30. It's just too early. I wanted to stay in bed this morning. Hey, Vanessa. It's in two lots now, so I want to keep I want to normalize my sleeping time, especially because I think in a few weeks I'll be sleeping with someone else. Yay! Oh my God, it's been a long time. The Chariot. Hey, Brownie. Can I ask a question? Sure. If it's a mini read, if it's a question kind of about you and a mini read, check that pinned comment. The comment that's pinned up top of the live chat. It tells you how to get one of the mini reads. It's by donation. There's a PayPal link in there for your donations. If it's just like a question about my readings or whatever, you can ask away. But yeah, it's by donation. There's a PayPal link in that comment for your donation. You can also use Super Chat, Super Sticker here on YouTube if you want, after you've done your donation. Put a capital Q at the start of your comment with your question now. Just check out that pinned comment. It's got it all in there. The Chariot. Go time toward victory. It's go time. There's this feeling of like, oh, you've done the hard work this year. Everyone, you've done a lot of inner work this year. You thought you were waiting. You thought nothing was going on, but it was being loaded with ahas for you. You've done that work and it's go time. It feels like 2023 is go time. All the stuff that you thought was going to happen in 2020, 2021, 2022, it's going to happen in 2023. At last. Oh, it's a good question, Bunny. The Fool. Wow. Yeah, taking a risk, diving on in there, but not that much of a risk. Not being this. The Fool energy is a fool, right? Wise men say only fools rush in. We've been complete fools. This is saying like love is a risk. It is. Love is a risk, but it doesn't have to be like completely blindfolded, not noticing anything, idiotic risk, right? The magician comes after the fool. I thought it might have been that. The magician comes after the fool because the magician knows better, right? The magician uses the tools, the resources that they've got. They're going in with a bit more wisdom. So don't be a fool. You know, same message as this Seven of Candles here of protect yourself. Protect yourself. The Two of Swords, you won't always know. You won't know. And that's why we come to readings too. It's to know, isn't it? But what do? They give us carrots. They tell us that the twin flame is our twin flame when it's not. Twin flames don't even exist. Why? Because we needed to go down that route and see how stupid we are. See what we'll fall for. You won't always know, and you're not going to get guarantees, but there'll come a point where you will be like confident enough to take a risk. The Wheel of Fortune, there it is again, stomach churning. It looks even more so with this card, doesn't it? She's even got cogs, and it's connected to a heart, and the heart like starts turning, and the stomach starts churning, and the whole body gets involved, and it's like, oh God, this feeling again. You won't know. You won't know it all. But I do like your question, Bonnie, because we need to listen. Well, we'll see what the guides say to you, but we need to listen when we've got that hesitancy and all of that. There's something there, isn't there? There is. It's either our intuition saying no, or there's something that we're missing, and there's something, you know, that's been shown to us, but we're ignoring it, or something like that. When we hesitate like that, we need to listen to that and find out what it is. Is it just a trigger in you, or is it, you know, is it a warning? Probably both at the same time, because if it's a trigger in you, there's something that needs talking about. Temperance. So take your time. Take your time with this, getting into new relationships. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Let it start small, you know. That's going to be hard. That's going to be hard. I want to go all in. I want to be like, yep, I choose you. You're the one. You're the one that I'm going to go, like, carry on, go down this path with, the Chariot. And to me, I'm all in. When I decide on a relationship, and I've decided on this one, I'm like, yeah, you're the one that I'm going to go for. Let's do this, whatever this is. Don't know if it's going to last a long time. It's just for a good time, just for a long time. I don't know, but let's do it. The Hangman, you are going to change your mind about it. There's going to be a flip flop. That's not going to say. That's not saying like you're going to change your mind completely. You're going to say yeah now, and then you're going to say no. It's not saying that. It's saying that you're always going to be unsure, and there's something about that that's more healthy. That's it. That is the message of this reading. There's something about being unsure and your mind flip-flopping that is more healthy than going, you're my twin flame. Because that's crazy nuts. It's crazy nuts. Bunny. What's the reason for your indecisiveness about your current relationship? Yeah, what is it? Bunny's higher self? What is it? Oh. Okay, joy and understanding. Understanding what makes you truly happy. There's something about this relationship that isn't quite aligned with your true happiness. I don't know if you were here before, but I've got something new going on at the moment. But someone else got in touch with me last night that I've not heard from for a few years. And I used to think he was like a complete match to me, but it was more of a worky kind of thing, you know? But he was an entrepreneur, into the same stuff as me. A very good match in that kind of way, but very driven, you know, type A personality kind of thing. And I'm kind of feeling to move away from that in myself now because it's a trauma thing, right? It's a trauma thing. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you this is now I'm thinking, it's interesting that it's showing up now again for me because now I'm thinking, do I really want that life? Do I really I'm like 51 now. Do I really want to be with someone that's really driven and to own a gym with him because he's got one? And he says it's picking up now. It got really quiet over COVID. He persisted with it though, apparently. It's good to hear. I'm happy for him. But I just feel like I'm in a different phase of life now. And you've got this joy and understanding what will make you truly happy. Another thing in me that I realize makes me truly happy is good emotional connection with somebody. That's really important to me. More so than having someone to work with. I can find people to work with. I don't need to have a relationship with them. Anyway, but that's me. You need to understand what makes you feel joyful. There's something that's holding you back from this relationship because it's not an actual match to that. Whether you haven't realized what makes you truly happy or not, that there could be something like that, like I was a few years ago when I first met that guy. Not that I ever met him in person, but we were messaging each other a lot. We were talking a lot. And I thought it'll make me really happy to be with someone so driven as I am and doing all of that thing, because I can be with someone that does all of that alongside me. And now I'm realizing, oh, that wasn't healthy. That wasn't a healthy part of me. Yeah, there's something about that. So just let this play out, but still keep quiet. Don't push it. Let this play out. There's something that they're showing you something. They're showing you something, and it's like your higher self is pulling you back from that, going, are you sure that this is what you truly want? There's something in the mix of this person that is what you think you want, but isn't what you really want, is what this is saying. Does that make sense to you? You might not be able to know it, but this be still, keep quiet. It's just like, just sit it out, because you will. You'll get the aha coming from it. It started already, the initiate card said. In other words, you're already on the path to the understanding that you're getting. This one, it could be to help you know yourself more. This relationship could be to help you know yourself better. Well, aren't they all? But it could just be that, is what I'm saying. It might not be, but it could just be that. Hot chocolate. So that's you, Bunny. Brownie? You want to get one? We shall wait. But I like your question. Isn't it weird? I've not pulled any cards out from my guy. He even asked me. He's watched my YouTube videos. He even asked me. He's interested to know what I'd get on him. I don't do readings for personal. I don't do for friends. I don't want to know. It's bad enough that I pick stuff up about people anyway. I don't want to mix personal with this stuff. Yeah, I really don't want to pick cards out on him. Isn't that funny? Not really. I'd rather have an actual relationship than, I guess, I want to believe the physical experience rather than have the cards tell me something is there that isn't, or have the cards tell me, put any worry in my mind about stuff that isn't even true anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I would just rather be present and have this relationship. Isn't that healthier? I think. Starchild Tarot. I'm not feeling the Book of Shadows Tarot at all today, but I do want to get some of these out. I'll get 3 out. I was told 3. If anyone wants a mini, get your donations in now, because I'll be finishing soon. And I will be doing a pick a card read today, so check that out later. It's going to be how they feel about you today. So you'll see that popping up on my YouTube channel. 3. 3. 1. 2. Sesame Street. I'm ready to try ads. Seriously, I do 3 ads Facebook a week. I get like emails from them saying your first ever ad did really well. It's like, seriously, spend like $150 a week on your ads and tell me it's my first one. It's my first rodeo. I've been doing it for years. Facebook, you drunk, go home. Facebook's so annoying, but it's so good for advertising. She can be real specific. Similar circumstances to past relationships. Interesting. You know what's interesting with me too? I don't think you'll know this, but I think other people that are listening in, have been watching me for a while, will. One of my ex-boyfriends died recently, a couple of weeks ago, and got me thinking about him again and the good times we had. He was very outdoorsy too. We did a lot of camping, and yeah, he's very similar, in fact, to this one. The island over there. Well, in America, whichever way that is at the moment, but very similar. Yeah, and his death got me thinking about how happy I was when we were doing all that stuff together. A big part of me, and it's a big part of me that I kind of have been ignoring in a way. To do the count. Starchild Terror, the 5 of Wands. Okay, we had this card out before and I didn't really get what it was about. It's about some kind of competition. Let's read it. The 5 of Wands. What do we need to know here? It came out there. The 5 of Wands. You may be experiencing some setbacks at this time. As surrounding ideas or values may clash with your own. Yeah, two people in there is about to turn 54 in 7 days' time. 2 people in their early 50s that know themselves very well, that have been single for quite a few years. It's tricky. Both being stubborn too. It's tricky. He suggested I check out his chart. Told me it's Capricorn. It's got a lot of Aries in him too. So no wonder he's a boxer fighter. He suggested me finding out about the compatibility, so I did it. I mean, it's good. 5 of Wands. You may be experiencing some setbacks at this time as surrounding ideas or values may clash with your own. Could be that you will find yourself up against someone else who is equally ambitious as you are. If you feel as though you've stumbled, know that you have the strength to pick yourself up again. Now, there's this feeling like you've gone wrong, but you haven't. Now more than ever, it's important that you honor your heart and make your priorities clear. This card is not about teamwork, but it's about personal goals and ambitions. So, yeah, it's just reiterating that message that we got here of you might chop and change your mind and all of that kind of thing, but you need to stay focused on your justice and keep your priorities clear. That King of Swords. Only move forward with clarity on this. Don't move into the unknown this time. But don't feel like you're going to know everything. You're not, of course. This Two of Swords card sad. But now is the time to just find that balance between protecting yourself, keeping your head on your shoulders, making smart decisions, but knowing that you still have to head into the unknown at some point. And you haven't done wrong. That's the thing. That's the thing we all need to know. Is like, we haven't got it wrong. There's nothing wrong with us, and we haven't got it wrong in the past. Yeah, we might have had trauma, and we might have not done the best thing in relationships and stuff. But that's everybody. That's the human condition. We haven't done wrong. There's nothing wrong with us, and we can proceed forward without beating ourselves up. You're trying to figure out if you're being tested. I think every relationship is going to help us know excuse me, who we are more and more, right? And the Wheel of Fortune card says our life changes and we change, right? What we want in our 20s is not what we want in our 50s. And so it's a constant process of uncovering ourselves and who we're becoming now. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not like, it's just like the ongoing lesson is who are you now? Who are you now? There's competition, delays, unsatisfied desires, redirection of energies, breaking away, and independence. Oh, there's another thing too. Yeah, the independence. So how can we do that? The independence, the self-love, and be in relationship too. That could be like a competition that's inside of yourself. What's going on? The other good thing about doing this show an hour later is it'll start around now, 6 minutes ago. When the sun is up, I'll be able to do my makeup and actually see it. The Magician. I thought this might show up. The Magician. Yeah, let's read this. As card 1 of the Tarot, the Magician represents new beginnings and sparks of inspiration and invention. Yours is the 26th. Cool. Another Capricorn. I do like Capricorns. I've never been out with a Capricorn before, though. But I do get on with Capricorns very well. Earth signs, you know. Good. We've both got Aries moon, which could be feisty. Let's put it that way. Could be very good, in fact. As card 1 of the Tarot, the Magician represents new beginnings and sparks of inspiration and invention. This powerful key defines the self-mastery that comes from exploring your own inner talents and skills, each of which is associated with a key aspect of yourself. Key aspects of ourselves. The physical, earth, the mental, air, spiritual, fire, emotional, water. It's that Empress energy when you bring all of the elements together when we've mastered ourselves, you know, and meeting someone that has too, someone that knows themselves. So nice. It's the balancing of these energies that leads to higher forms of knowledge, awareness, creativity, and conscious manifestation. Yeah. Let me read that again. It's the balancing of these energies that leads to higher forms of knowledge, awareness, creativity, and conscious manifestation. Oh, this relationship's going to be good. The Magician embodies a clarity of mind that allows you to channel your full potential. When your efforts yield super positive results and the world seems full of possibilities, you already have the vision and the magic within you. How will you share your gifts and talents with the world? It's leading to much more. It's like the relationship inspires you to be your full, balanced self, retrieving parts of yourself that perhaps you'd put away to be with other people that weren't balanced. It's interesting, isn't it? So the Empress card and the Emperor card, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, the ones that have got to know themselves and have some balance within themselves. The High Priestess. Wow. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing. The High Priestess. The High Priestess is a bearer of magic, spiritual teachings. Ow. There were some bananas on my table out there this morning, but there wasn't many of them left. And there's banana crap all over the tiles and stuff, and there's teeth marks in the bananas. I've got like 3 or 4 of them left. I think the squirrels got them. And they seem to have dragged them toward the steps too, because there's a lot of banana debris all over. You have to sort that out. I had a banana delivery after I went to bed last night, obviously. Well, the squirrels did. The High Priestess is a bearer of magic, spiritual teachings, and inner knowledge. She has a deep understanding of the higher realms of consciousness and acknowledges the universal balance of light and dark energy. The light and dark. Had some interesting conversations about that too. Yeah, I wonder too, Bonnie. That's why I'm quite kind of liking that we both live on separate islands, but nearby each other, because keep that independence for a while, you know? And I can go to his world and he can come to my world. Vacuum. The balance of light and dark energy. When we truly know ourselves and we can explain to each other our darkness, it's been good. It's been telling me about his troubled times. Something really nice about being with someone that's older, that's figured themselves out and know exactly what they want. And he said that his accident was actually a turning point in his life when he's like given a second chance. He should have died. Given a second chance, he's like, I'm going to enjoy it now. It's good. This card indicates an awakened spiritual or psychic awareness and encourages you to take time for introspection and meditation. It's also advised that you listen to your intuition and dreams and reflect on the feelings and visions you experience each day. It's the understanding of your highest purpose and potential through attaining a balance between your physical and spiritual self. Ooh. You alone have the power to raise your vibration in order to access the higher realms of sacred knowledge. Wisdom, education, mystery, magic, serenity, secret knowledge, and Akashic records. You'll have to let me know how that goes, keeping your independence. I'll let you know how it goes with mine too. So there we have it. That's what we've got. Should we get some message cards out? I'm not sure I trust these cards anymore. They seem a little gimmicky to me now. I'd rather him talk to me than have these out. But we'll get some out. So this new relationship, I'm working on the courage to contact you. Working up the courage to contact you. Courage is required, perhaps because of the independence thing. Or something needs saying. Perhaps some of that darkness, like the High Priestess said. I want a new beginning with you. So your person is going to be someone that wants a new beginning. They're ready for it. They're already ready for it, and they know it, and they're looking for it already. They're not necessarily going to be the most courageous person, but they're going to be ready for it, so they're going to do it anyway. They're going to find that courage within them. They're not going to be brash and message you saying, did you miss me? Ugh. Brash. I'll find my way back to you one day. It's like it's someone from the past, and I'm really not getting that it is. The last few weeks we've been getting, there's a new person, there's a new person. Oh, and there it is. Find my way back to you one day. There's like an easiness about that. We'll make their way back. They'll get around to it. You're the person of my dreams. Wow. Dreamy. Yeah, there's an easiness about this energy. You can be easy about it. Oh, I didn't put this on. There we go. Someone not in a rush. There's an easiness about it. Someone that's sure that it will happen. It's nice energy. I like it. So there we go. That's what I've got for you. We've got new relationships coming in. Things could take off in 2023. And yeah, it's not going to be cut and dry, and you're not going to think, this is it, and do the same thing again as you've done previously, deciding that someone's it even though they're showing you dysfunctional behavior and all of that. Take them on face value. Be sure of what it is that what your justice is, and keep on going with that, and be in it for the experience, because it could be the happily ever after. It could be more lessons, but it's about the process of it, and we don't need to know beforehand, because it's about the process of it. It's about us learning what we need to learn before we get that one, the one that we're going to. So what it's saying is like, you're manifesting the happily ever after now. You're not necessarily ready for it yet, but you're on the path to it for sure. And this that's coming up, this new relationship that's coming up, is definitely on the path to it. And mine's taking me surfing as well on Phuket. It's going to be so active in a very relaxed way. I'm really looking forward to it. Good times for me. Oh my God, I haven't been surfing for such a long time. I learned how to surf on a longboard with a fling of mine. Adam, his name was. He was a Central Coast beach lifeguard. Very hunky, beautiful guy. Unfortunately, I was so messed up that I kind of pushed him away. I was in my avoidance stage still. Anyway, but not before he taught me how to surf, and on a longboard. And then silly me bought a shortboard because it was pretty. It was a vintage one, and it had ladybugs all over it, painted, and it was just beautiful. And I could not get on my feet on it. And I tried, and then I gave up. That's what I've got for you today. Check out don't forget to click like on this video before you click off, and click that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. Join our Facebook group too. I'll put it linked to it there. And check out my YouTube channel. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to tap the microphone with my nail. Pick a card read later on today will be how they feel about you. So check that out. If I don't see you on Friday, which will be an hour later than it has been, then have a very Merry Christmas. Hope you enjoy it if you celebrate that kind of thing. And if I see you, then I'll see you. So have a good one, everybody. Thanks for your donations. And I'll see you on Friday. Bye.